We're just gonna, this is pretty similar to stuff we've already talked about, so we're just kind of gonna jump in here.
Do we need a graph?
Yeah. We only need a half sheet of graph paper. There's like 4 graphs. I don't know if I have enough for everybody right now, but we might go back and do that last tonight, but we might not also. Okay. Yeah, we don't need it yet though. Okay, on number 1. Okay, what do you guys think it means when they say D equals -203? That's the domain. And what's the domain? Shh, hush. What's the domain? It's what you put in the x values. So the directions say, given a function and the domain, make a table and write a set of ordered pairs to represent the function. I don't think we need to write a table and ordered pairs. Let's just do the table. Okay, so the domain is -203. That's our x values. And then we're just going to plug those in to find the y values. -2 minus 4. If I plug in -6. 0 minus 4. And 3 minus 4. So we kind of did this yesterday, right? -2, -6. Like if they asked us to graph it, that would be the point that we would graph. Number 3, we are going to graph it. Actually, why don't you guys do number 2 while I pass out stuff.
What's GX?
Same thing as f of x. Letters don't matter.
It's just -2x minus 3.
Hey, where's your pencil then?
I don't know. It's in Spanish, actually.
Yes, she needs pencil.
I'm good at drawing
No.
a pen.
No,
I'm good with it.
not an option.
Just start coordinates again.
No.
You have come out. I don't need graphics.
Oh, you're
Because you always give me like 2
I'm gonna
pieces.
use this pencil back.
Yeah, I'm gonna do mine in Spanish, which is my next hour.
Yeah, Nadia, I've had your pencil for like a month.
Oh.
Sam, this is her pencil, but we traded, so.
Yeah, you can have that one. I like pencil.
I like this one too.
You got graph paper and show me. You probably don't need that much, but. This is for.
Yeah, I'm getting old. You're giving me gray hair.
Do not eat your classmates.
Oh,
It's not nice like.
Thomas doesn't say Thomas knows, he goes Tom don't know. I heard that in class you've been like, I'm just quoting Anea, but Thomas doesn't know
Yeah.
this.
Thomas does not
He
know.
literally does it every day, and I'm like,
Yeah, I told him I'm imitating Anea, imitating Thomas.
You're
It's
imitating the
in
imitator.
Timothy's class.
Tom don't know this. And
Is
he
it
does it.
still with the southern accent?
He's like, Tom don't know this, and we're like, oh my gosh.
Who's a graph in this
Just number 3, and 4, and 5, and 6.
Calculator, it's like right here.
No, but it's my back now. I don't want to
No.
get it out. No.
Calculators. You like on my hand. It's on mine.
Okay. So 3 is the same thing, we just have to graph it. So make a little table. Negative 1, 0, 2. If I plug, so negative 3x means negative 3 times x, right? So if I plug in negative 1 right here, negative 3 times negative 1, 3, negative 3 times 0, and negative 3 times 2.
-6.
So negative 1, 3. Be careful on your graphs. We did actually, probably on average, missed a couple points on the graphs from that first graphing assignment. So, I don't know. Maybe people mixed the x and y's up and they mixed up the negatives and positives also. 1, 2, 3. Okay, do you think I should connect the dots?
No.
You are correct. Even though it is a line, you're not supposed to line it. All right, we good? Floating away. I don't know why I put so many. Okay. Oh, on 5 and 6, it doesn't give us the domain. So what do you
To make our own.
make your own? So I want you guys to use the same domain we did yesterday, which means I choose these x's because they're close to the middle of the graph. You don't want to choose like a big X. Yeah, let's do 5. So 2 times negative 2 plus 1, negative 3. And 2 times negative 1 plus 1, negative 1.
Just kidding.
And then 2, good one. 2 times 0 plus 1.
1. There we
And
go.
you got that one. 2 times 1 plus 1.
3.
3.
I was a little before.
2 times 2 plus 1.
5.
We're better when there's no negatives involved. Negative 2, negative 3. Negative 1, negative 1. Okay, should we connect the dots on this?
No.
I knew you'd get that wrong.
No, we do,
Okay.
because it's it's the.
I was trying to play a trick on you.
Boom! I told you.
Okay, because the domain is unlimited, we chose 5 things from the domain, but really it's infinite. So all these points on this line are actually solutions, all the infinite points. Not just 2 or 3 points.
Goodness.
We're about to talk about it.
What was that?
Wait, that's actually good.
That cat kept doing it. And so finally I said,
That doesn't sound like a cat.
oh, well, that's what this cat kept doing. It was like talking. It was like, and it was being really weird. And so I sat up. It was in, we were in the guest room, me and Corey. And so I said, her name's like Maisie or something. And I said, come here. and she jumps up on the bed and she literally got on top of me and started like pawing at my chest, and then she curled around a bunch of times and then just laid on me and her tail was in my face. And then Corey was sleeping right next to me and she got up and she like started pawing Corey's face and Corey thought it was me and she hit me. And then that cat did it like 8 other times and I had to like throw her off the bed one time because she kept like
So I threw
nibbling
her
my
against
nose.
the wall. And... Okay.
She left us alone.
Then I John Cena like just.
Should've seen it or...
Really?
Okay.
She never saw it coming. Just...
7, 8, 9, 10. This is new here. I'm not gonna write the whole thing down, but let's write down part of it. Okay. So what this is a set of points from a function, and we're supposed to figure out what the function is. So to figure out what the function is, we got to figure out how are they getting from the x value to the y value. We got to figure out the pattern. How do you get from this x value to this y value? Times 4. And 0 times 4 is still 0, right? So how do we write a function that multiplies the x value by 4? F of x equals 4x.
Wait, no, I actually like this.
Right, yeah. The book calls it write the rule for the function. Just means what does the function do, basically. Multiplies the x value by 4. But anyway, this is the answer.
Oh,
I thought it was going to be a lot more.
This assignment's pretty short.
Thank you.
Number 9. And also it's usually a little bit easier because we're better at even or positive numbers. If you look at the positive numbers, it's easier to figure out. So like 2, 0 and 5, 3, it probably is easier to figure out the pattern from these two. But do you guys see the pattern on number 9? Minus 2. They're all 2 minus 2 is 0. 5 minus 2 is 3. So what is happening to the x is it's being subtracted by 2.
Why do we have to have the x before it?
Do what now?
Why do we have to have the f before it?
Oh, that's kind of like the y equals, but it's just,
Why is a function of that?
yeah. So the y value is like the f values. They're interchangeable. It's just a different kind of notation. If you ever get into programming, they use function
Mr.
notation.
Jordan, I went back and watched your very first video last night when I got done with my assignment.
Like,
That was memorable. Like your first one from 4 years ago.
From like COVID?
Yeah. When you didn't even have a smartboard, you just had a whole whiteboard.
yeah. Just remember doing that. Okay. Number 11. Okay, this is the same thing, they just wrote it in table form. So on 11, like it says x negative 5, y negative 15, so that's like the point negative. Yeah, it's times, you can tell it's times 3. You should really check it on at least a couple of them, make sure it works. But does times 3 work on all those?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this is f of x equals 3 times x. Because it could have also been minus 10 on this first one.
Why not?
But minus 10 doesn't work on the rest of them. So anyway, that's 11. Alright, this 13 is actually hard. So we got 100, negative 98. 50, negative 48. This might be enough. Yeah.
No,
It can't be minus 2. It's
Times
like
negative
completely on the other side of it.
Times negative 2.
Oh wait, no, I was just kidding, Mr. Gordon. I was just kidding. Let's do it. Yeah, I was-
Okay, let's play around with it. So what did you guys say? Minus 2.
I said
So that would get it to 98, but how do I get it to negative 98?
minus 102. Oh, minus
Well,
Greasy.
minus 102 wouldn't work on me.
Bro tried once and said I could.
Oh, just do minus 2 times negative 1.
Okay, Savvy said times negative 1. How should I write that?
Negative 1x minus 2. No.
Okay. Will that work? Yeah.
Times 2 minus.
I'm smart, Mr. Jordan.
Okay, it's a little bit wrong. If I plug in, you're getting close though. If I plug in 100, what would this equal?
That is right.
Negative 102.
This equals,
So it's plus 2.
so it's plus 2.
Gracie was wrong, but now we're right. Good job.
Okay, another way you could have done it is if you put a negative 1 out like this, and this was a plus, that would have worked. But if you distribute it, it's what we had, negative x minus 2.
Right.
Or sorry,
So
plus
it could be
2.
right.
That was wrong. Okay. Anyways, this one is right.
Good job.
Let's see
Good
how.
job, Gracie.
Good job, Savvy.
You did that.
You guys did great. Savvy mostly did it. It was mine.
No, you started.
Well, actually, it was Mr. Jordan.
That was
We appreciate you.
probably the toughest one in the A section.
Good.
I think I'm gonna make 20 a bonus though, which would be harder than this.
What the freak?
So I'll do 19 with you, like
Good God.
as an example. Okay, 15 is a graph. So how are we gonna figure out the graphs?
Put in the domain.
Let's add them then.
Gotta find.
Find them in.
Okay, probably should start with finding what points are on the graph. So what are some of those points on 15?
0, 0.
0,
0, negative 2. 0, 2.
0, positive 2.
Negative 1 and 1.
Negative 2, 0.
15. There's some more. There's like 1, 3, right? All right. You guys see the pattern?
Yes, it's plus 2.
Wait, it wouldn't be negative 2, positive 2. 'cause
It's
going
just
up.
plus 2.
Yeah. This is plus 2,
No.
plus 2, plus 2, plus 2.
Oh, yeah.
Fx equals x plus 2. Bro, who keeps leaving their class? They put that door open and doors on.
I wasn't paying attention.
17. That's just a line.
So yesterday
Oh no.
we went to a meeting on quizzes, and the teachers were like signing in to like play a game like they were students. And one of the teachers' names they chose was Bruh, and somebody else chose Skibbity Toilet.
Oh,
Or
gosh.
Please
What?
I bet it was the Stanley who chose Brooke, because she says that all the time.
I'm not sure who it was. I'm pretty sure it was Miss Frederick,
What was yours?
or maybe I don't know.
What was yours?
I didn't.
But it was
I didn't
Mariah.
play.
Why would you not play?
Mr. Jordan,
You need to do fun things.
you can't be just no.
It was just like a quiz thing. I didn't.
You
You
need to
didn't,
participate.
you didn't participate in the secret
I'll get you a
days, the secret.
I wore a black thing and an American, ish thing.
Yeah.
Well,
No.
we need to get you a dog.
It was red, white, and blue.
We're gonna get you a
Did you
puppy.
vote today
We're
yet?
gonna get you a puppy
Not yet.
you can take care
Are you
of.
voting after school?
Yep.
What,
Okay.
What color is your specified dog? Because we're gonna get you a puppy.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
Okay, 17.
I know, like.
What should we do about 17?
You find at least one point that's on a thingy and you
Make a table using several ordered pairs from the graph. Notice that the x values differ by 2 while the x, y values. Oh,
Where are you?
Where
Okay.
I'm trying to.
She's
learn
reading
how
an
to-
example.
Trying to learn how to.
So 17, just like 15, we need to find some points that are on that graph. So can anybody identify a point?
0, 0.
Okay, that's probably the least helpful because there's a whole. Because you could do like plus 0 or times 7 or times 3.
Negative
or-
3, negative 1.
Okay, negative 3, negative 1. Let's do one more.
And. 1,
Okay.
3.
3, 1.
3, 1.
Okay, so how can I get from 3 to 1 or negative 3 to negative 1?
Minus 2.
Minus 2. No, plus 2.
No.
This is plus 2, this is minus 2, so that's not it.
This is just.
And 0 plus 2 or minus 2 is still not still.
Yeah, 0 plus 2 or minus 2.
It's
Plus 3. No.
it's
Okay, let's focus on this one. What's another way we can get from here to here besides minus 2?
Times 3. Times 3. It's times divided.
It's
Three.
multiplied times 3. X times 3.
Divided by 3.
Divided by 3. 3 times 3 is 9, so 3 divided by 3 is 1. Does that work on this one? Negative 3 divided by 3?
Yes, it's negative 1. And 0 divided by 3 is 0.
Okay.
Because we are smart.
Yeah, it's divided by 3. So how am I going to write that?
Fx equals x divided by 3.
Okay, you could use the
X
division.
over 3.
You could do that. The book actually wrote
Because the book's weird, it does this.
this,
crap.
1/3 times x.
Oh, weren't you supposed to?
Yeah,
Okay, but it does the exact same thing. Multiplying by 1/3 is like dividing by 3.
I'm so broken. Oh wait, are you doing 19 with us or not?
Yeah, if I make 20 a bonus, I should probably do 19.
That's weird. Oh, it's plus 1, plus 2, plus 3, plus 4, plus 5.
Yeah, but it's
That's the pattern.
Yeah.
Oh, fun.
how you gonna write that as a function?
Good question.
Times
Was it 2, 4,
squared.
Yeah.
Wait.
The square root of 45.
That's 2, 5.
2, 5, 1, 3. Okay.
Oh goodness.
It's going to be the square root of 45 plus 2.
I
That's
don't know
what
if I
it is.
can do this one.
It's the square root of
Sorry,
45.
guys. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What are you talking about?
Okay. So as the I don't know an easy way to explain this. As the x values are there's two things that are happening, that's what makes this tricky. As the x values are increasing by 1, how much are the y values increasing by? 2. As the x values are increasing by 1, 0, 1, 2, the y values are going up 2. So that tells me the y values are increasing at twice the rate of the x values. So that means this is part of the answer. However, if I try to use this, it doesn't work. So if I plug in 0 right here, I get 0, not 1. So how do I make this equal 1?
Plus
2x
1.
for every 1x. No.
Add an extra 1.
That works too. That works too.
Do it.
So and then if you plug in this one, 2 times 1 plus 1 is 3. 2 times 2 plus 1 is 5. So anyways, you don't have to do 20, but if you want to try.